What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to share my thoughts and opinions about Instagram's recent redesign. Instagram recently did a notable design change to their platform, and so far, there's been a lot of mixed opinions about it. So I'll be talking about those specific changes, why Instagram made those changes, and give you guys my opinions from a UX perspective. Before we begin, please subscribe to my channel so you can stay up to date with my content. So let's begin. Alright, so if you're not aware about the recent changes, and if you don't use Instagram yourself, Instagram added two of their newer features, the Reels page and then the shopping page, into the bottom navigation. Those two newer features replaced the post page and the activity page, and they moved those into the header as a top navigation feature. First, why is this a big deal? Why is it such a big deal where a specific page or feature resides on a mobile app? Why does it matter if it's in the bottom navigation or in the header? When a user holds their phone with one hand, they mostly use their thumb to navigate through the apps. From a UI perspective, a design usually holds a majority of the most important clickable elements and navigation buttons within the comfortable reach of their thumb. This reachable zone is called the mobile thumb zone. The bottom section is considered one of the easiest places to reach with your thumb. And the top section is considered one of the hardest places to reach with your thumb. Usually, everything in the bottom tends to be a top priority button or feature that you want your users to access quickly and use frequently. Since you can't fit everything within the bottom half of the screen and on the app, you as a designer needs to make the judgment call on which specific button and features that you want on there. Now that you know a little bit about the mobile thumb zone, let's actually talk about each specific changes that were made on Instagram. Let's first talk about the Reel page. Now, if you don't know what a Reel is a 15-second video that a user can record and create through IG. Now, the Reel page is a page specifically dedicated to discovering new Reels from other content creators and users. From what I've seen so far, the Reel page is very similar to TikTok's homepage, where the content is curated based off of what you've looked at and liked in the past. Once you finish one Reel, you can scroll down to see the next Reel available. And from there, it's essentially infinite scrolling. You can keep scrolling through all the different Reels provided, and it'll probably go on forever. Now, why did IG add this to their key feature in the bottom navigation? This is IG's way of competing against TikTok. It's kind of funny because IG released Reel right after there was news about TikTok possibly being banned in the United States. IG didn't waste any time and decided to create their own TikTok functionality and put that into their own app. Obviously, it's an attempt to take away and recruit TikTok users. Also, a majority of TikTok users are Gen Z. If millennials had Instagram, Gen Z had TikTok. So that's the target audience that I believe Instagram is trying to reach for by creating Reel. Now, in my opinion, putting Reel on its own page and putting that into the bottom navigation right in the center, it seems a little unnecessary. I think it would have been better to put that feature into the Explore page and give users the ability to filter through the Explore and look at Reels only. They already do that on the Explore page, so why not just add Reel to it? As a user, it kind of comes off a little desperate, as it's pretty much the center of attention by being in the middle section of the bottom navigation, just because of TikTok. But who knows? Instagram was able to make Snapchat irrelevant. Maybe Instagram can do the exact same thing to TikTok. Alright, on to the next new thing, the shop page. Now, the IG shop feature, it's been around for a while now, giving business IGs a way to quickly sell their product all through Instagram. The business tags the photo and content, users click on the tag, and they're able to see all the important details about the product. You can see the product description, the price, color, size. It's pretty much its own PDP page. Just like the Reel page, it's essentially a discovery page, where the content is curated based off of your previous engagement, what you've seen, what you liked, and what you bought before. What I didn't know until recently when I started digging into it, Instagram has its own cart and checkout page. So you can actually go through Instagram's checkout process without even going to the retailer's website, which can save you a lot of time, which is pretty cool. Now, why did IG add this to their key features in the bottom navigation? Probably the biggest reason of 2020, COVID-19. I definitely think the pandemic moved the timeline up for this specific page. Obviously, this year, there's been a huge shift in shoppers utilizing e-commerce websites to shop for their product. Since shoppers fear for their health when it comes to brick and mortar stores, Instagram IG Shop basically provides a quicker and safer way for their customers to buy products. I think IG Shop will be really crucial for small businesses specifically. This is also another way for IG to make money for themselves. Instagram takes a certain cut from the sale if the user buys the product through Instagram's checkout process or through the Instagram tag. Now, let me ask you guys a question. Have you guys ever bought anything from Instagram before? According to my research, Instagram stated that they had about 130 million users tap on the shopping tag each month. I honestly didn't think there was going to be a huge interaction with the shop page or the shopping tags, but I guess people are really interested in the idea of shopping through Instagram specifically, and obviously this year as well. Now, my personal opinion, adding this page to the bottom navigation is such a huge deviation from Instagram's content-focused goals. To have its own curated page where the focus is just shopping just doesn't feel like Instagram. I'd like to think as a user, I want to stay more focused on sharing my content or seeing someone else's content. In that sense, I'm more cool with the real page being in the bottom navigation over the shop page. Before this redesign, I believe the shop page used to exist in the explore page, and I still think it's there. I think it would have been better to keep it there, just so you can stay focused on Instagram's brand of content creation. Alright, let's talk about the post page being moved. Now for me, this is kind of wild because, again, Instagram's main goal in branding, it's all about sharing content creation. And for them to move the ability to share your content and photos into the top header, it's kind of like Instagram reprioritizing their features and labeling it as like a more of a secondary feature than a primary one. It's kind of like them saying that this specific feature is not as important as the other ones in the bottom nav. To be honest, nowadays I feel like a lot of Instagram users are on Instagram rather to see someone else's content and photos, and they're not really there to share their own. So if the majority of the users are on there to browse rather than upload, then I guess that kind of makes sense. But for those who do share content and photos on a consistent basis, whether you do it professionally or for fun, it's kind of annoying that it's not in the bottom navigation anymore. By moving things away from the bottom nav, it's kind of like implementing a out of sight, out of mind mentality. I can definitely see how this can influence users to forget about the ability to post and share your own content. I'm not saying people are gonna forget 100% about the posting function and ability, but it just won't be your top priority because you're not seeing it and thinking about it. This page probably should have just been left right in the middle part of the bottom navigation. Since IG's main focus is content creation, why take that away and not encourage your users to post and share? Now, the last thing to talk about is the activity page that was also moved to the top as well. So, I actually kind of like this move for one specific reason, and that is the effect social media has on mental health. Now, Instagram for a while has been trying to figure out a way for their users to be less consumed by the amount of likes that they get. Instagram basically stated that they wanted their users to go back to the roots and put more focus on content creation and creativity. I believe in the past that they played around with the idea of hiding likes, so that way they don't have to think about the competitive and demanding nature of, will this content or picture get a lot of likes? IG wanted their users to focus more about creating and sharing content for themselves and not for others to get validation and approval. So focusing more specifically about what you share, not how many likes a certain post will get. At the time, the head of Instagram, Adam Mosseri, said, "The idea is to try and depressurize Instagram, make it less of a competition, give people more space to focus on connecting with people that they love and things that inspire them." I'm sure everyone knows that social media can be pretty negative towards your mental health. It can bring on feelings of anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, isolation, and loneliness to the users. This is especially concerning for young users specifically. I know I kind of went on a tangent about social media and mental health, but I think that's going to help people understand why IG decided to move that activity page away from the bottom navigation. It puts less focus on users wanting to know how many likes that they've gotten or what kind of comments that were left on the post. I'm hoping the out of sight, out of mind mentality really comes into play here. So users won't focus on other people and they'll focus more about themselves and what they create. So for those reasons, kudos to Instagram for moving that away from the bottom nav. So that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Please let me know if you guys like this new video format. Was it informative at all? Should I keep doing these videos? Or maybe should I do it differently? Also, what do you guys think about Instagram's recent redesign? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you like the new shop page? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments section below and let's have a conversation. If you like what you saw, please thumbs up the video and share it with others. And also subscribe to this channel so you can stay up to date with my content. So until next time, peace out guys.